Hello, everybody. It's Salabama back again. It's episode 10 of our Minecraft series, and today we'll be working on our Nether tunnel. Yes, this is the same tunnel that we tunneled to the 1.17 new chunks last time. This time we'll be hollowing out the entire tunnel to be a 3x3 area, making our passage much safer. So it's going to be a fairly repetitive episode. All we'll be doing today is working away at hollowing out our tunnel. Later on, I'll be going through and upgrading the tunnel, and maybe you guys can let me know for a pattern or design that might look nice for a 3x3 tunnel that's 1,200 blocks long. I've been thinking about maybe adding some rail systems so you can just sit down. I know it's not the fastest, something with like soul sand and the soul speed enchantment on your feet would probably be a much better idea in terms of travel speed. But in terms of comfort, minecart and just sitting there is fairly convenient. So I'll think about it. Maybe if you guys have some input, it will help design the future of this tunnel. But today, we are just scoping out the basic feel of it. Right now, if you remember, or if you saw the last episode, it was just a 1x1 tunnel that the Mickey and I basically went through until we knew it would be in new chunks once we went out on the other side. So this is a pretty important area in our world, I guess I should say. Now that the 1.17 chunks are out, we'll need a much more convenient way to get to those chunks. This is why most people you'll see actually started a new season or started a new world, because those new chunks are so important in getting the new blocks, and there's so many new things in the 1.17 update. But we decided not to reset our world, so we're just going to go ahead and make a large tunnel basically to those new chunks. So in the future, if we ever go back there, we can just cut out the tunnel experience. But setting up the tunnel, it's going to be quite a project, because it is 1,200 blocks out from where we are now, so I do want it to look at least somewhat nice, and I want it to be at least somewhat. It definitely has to be safe, mob-proof. So I'm playing around with some ideas, maybe some leaves on the side and some jack-o'-lanterns. The pumpkin farm, I've decided, by the way, pumpkin and melon farm from last episode, we're going to make 4 of them. I have one other one made since I last showed it off, so it's well underway. Next episode, I'll probably either finish this tunnel or work on the sorting system, depending on how I feel. So now we have everything we need. We can just go ahead and place all of our blocks and hollow out the tunnel. I'm just using cobblestone for stairs, and we can change this out later. Doesn't have to be cobblestone stairs. I just needed something to make going up and down all of these blocks at least manageable in the short run. In the long run, we'll just use whatever stairs fit our design, or the design, I guess. So yeah, I guess, how is everybody enjoying the 1.17 update? I haven't been playing too much with it, other than our big adventure we posted about earlier. I've learned a lot about the update, though. Since then, I was pretty new to the features, and so a few things I do want to get going is definitely I would like to get a lot of copper for sure, and maybe make a bee farm to help manage our copper. Other than that, just I'd like to go back and adventure out to get a few more of the different types of blocks we missed out on. Some of the different things that grow in caves, like the I think they're called dripstone. They spawn at the tops and bottom of caves. So we'll definitely have to plan some adventures in the future to get all those blocks. So lots of things we need to do. And I guess that's the intimidating part about Minecraft, is there's just always so many things to do. But we'll just keep on slowly working away at it. But if there's anything ever somebody wants to see happen sooner than later, just comment below, and I can prioritize doing that versus anything else. No real big deal at this point. Then there we go. Finally got stairs. It feels like just getting stairs down. We still have about 1,200 blocks to go, but just getting the stairs feel like we did something special there. So this is a relatively long episode compared to normal, and they've been a little bit longer lately. I don't really have a style right now of making episodes. I just want to show as much as I think is relevant, and I generally have a given topic or a project, and I think to myself, today I'd like to accomplish this project, and I think that's how I'm going to continue structuring the episodes. I do recognize that maybe digging out a giant tunnel is not the most entertaining content, but it's also pretty awesome having a giant dugout tunnel in Minecraft, so I'm definitely going to keep doing that and digging out more tunnels when I need to, because tunnels are awesome, like I said. Anyways, yeah, it's not just digging out the tunnel, though. That's the cool part. It's styling it, obviously, and thinking about the type of block palette we'll use to kind of plaster the walls and the floors. And you'll see. I almost fall in lava so often. I don't have a fire resistance potion, and I don't know why. I kind of was just going at it, wasn't really thinking, and yeah, you'll see. I start to panic, and there's some real painful moments of me trying to clear out some lava, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Oh yeah. See that right there? I'm on fire. It's painful. What was I just saying? Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the lava though, and we're putting up the walls and floors again because I do make this 3x3 tunnel successfully, but there will still be lots of construction needing to be done in the future. And picking that palette out, I'm gonna pick something. I like to pick lots of like more greens and blues, more natural colors. And put them in the Nether because the Nether is just so unnatural. It's all red and bleak, and it's just so scary that I like to change my Nether up and make it feel more like the overworld, I guess, is the best way I could put it. And you see there's just a cliff there, so I end up making stairs. And I do go with the natural terrain, and that's why I don't think I could do a minecart system right down the middle, but I think I'm not sure how I would design it. So it's one idea. Another idea is I could make the minecart rail just go alongside. I could make another adjacent tunnel where you could either walk through the main tunnel and go to our second portal, or you could take the minecart and go on the secret side tunnel. And the sounds of that is pretty cool, a secret side tunnel. But that would also mean I would have to dig out another 1,200 blocks and style all that, as well as a main tunnel, which would have to be a lot of work, but it might be worth it. So it's something to think about, and I don't think I'm going to do this anytime soon. I do think I'm going to go back to the mega builds after this, but maybe after that I'll come back to this. So in due time, we will make some more progress on this tunnel, but for now I think getting some more functional components going will be it'll be better for us in the long run for sure. So there's some piglins. What are these called? I'm not sure. Oh man, I don't like those though. They're just so big and scary. I know they're just basically aggressive pigs, nothing more, but I think there's also some good food farms you can make from them. So if they spawn naturally near your nether portal, you might have a good early game source of meat. So I guess you should look into that. Just noted. And now we get to the Crimson Forest, and I know that we're not even that far in yet, but getting here, I feel like it's kind of a milestone. It's the first time that we have to really do something, and so we're just gonna lay down a floor and lay down the walls, and it's all just cobblestone right now. And like I was saying about the other blocks, like this is just completely temporary. Or we can keep it like this, but I really think that just getting it down now is important. We can call this our in-between road. Or I don't know. There'll be our highway, and right now we're making the pre-highway, and I don't really know what I'm saying, but this is just like what we need to do. Doing this now will make doing the final project a lot easier. Once we have all this basic, even just like basic infrastructure, just all like this cobblestone walls and railings. Later coming through and putting, I kind of imagined actually, one now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we'll mix one of the styles of leaves with maybe some stone brick highlights and nether stone nether stone and leaves for two main, and then stone brick as a third like tertiary color. So I don't know, just spitballing some ideas here. It's really up in the air. So there's more lava. You gotta avoid that. Alrighty. But let me say though, I do remember when the Nether first came out, and I don't mean the Nether update, the recent 1.16. I'm thinking the OG beta 2010 Nether update. And I'm wondering, is the Nether scarier now, or when it first came out back then? And back then there was no blazes, wasn't as many biomes, no Endermen. It was much more just lava lakes, and the Nether Wastelands was the only biome. It wasn't even called the Nether Wastelands. It was just the Nether back then. And you'd have gas, and I'm trying to think about like the bow mechanics back then, where you could machine gun arrows, and you might not even have a lot of arrows. If you were like balling, you might have 2 stacks of arrows or something. And with 2 stacks, you could still travel short distances, but the Nether meta, I guess, has never really changed too much or developed. Even back then, all the way to now, tunneling and or building either tunneling through the Nether or building your own tunnels has always been the best way to get around the Nether. And with the Elytras, if you know the path, you can fly short distances. It's we do that in our server. But yeah, I going back, I don't because now there's Blaze, and Blaze are scary, and Wither skeletons too. But I still think that the Nether was just scarier back in the day. Even with the new Nether update, the Nether back with the OG beta, no food, I think it was scarier then. Because now there's so many things that you can equip yourself with that make the Nether not so bad. Like protection 5 armor, elytras, fire resistance potions. So when I think about it, I really gotta go with the OG Nether being more scary than the current Nether. That does remind me though, bow mechanics have changed so much since this game has come out. And I don't want to really get into a history lesson right now, but I kind of mentioned it before. Before, bows had no drawback. So what I mean by that is you could shoot, if you had 64 bows or if you had 64 arrows in your inventory with one bow, you could shoot like 64 shots within a matter of 64 seconds. Probably less time, more than one arrow shot per second. It was unreal how OP bows were. Now they are significantly more balanced. And honestly, other than the Nether and occasionally with creepers, I don't really mess with bows that much. I much prefer just having a knockback sword. So if there are even creepers, you can just knock them back and they won't explode. For gas, I will admit though, bows are probably the best. Maybe even for withers or dragons, but we're not really talking about bosses. At least I wasn't talking about bosses. Maybe you guys were like, what are you talking about, man? But you can't even beat the dragon with... Oh, there's some ancient debris. There we go. Nice. Yeah, anyways. So for bosses, yeah, maybe that does make the bow a much higher tiered item. I still don't want to put it too high because those are still so situational. And, like... You don't have to kill the wither with the bow. It does make it easier usually, especially if you don't have a wither farm or if the update has broken your wither farm. So yeah, this is not a tier video by any means. Like let's not get that wrong. But I was just I guess speaking out loud, just reminiscing about the old bows. Yeah. So kind of a tangent. We're talking about the Nether being more terrifying before, even though bows were way more overpowered before. So even though we had better bows, the Nether, and less mobs, the Nether was still, and I guess when I say scary, I mean like more. It made me feel like I was more likely to die. Like when I'm walking around with a totem of undying and fire resistance potion and I guess yeah, that's like these. So these are the reasons why the Nether's not as scary as it used to be, because things like totem of undying, protection armor, you got fire resistant armor, fire resistant potions, elytras to fly around. So even though the bow, like our main weapon, oh man, lava. I'm on fire. Anyways, yeah, even though the bow, the main weapon I would say for the Nether, is significantly more nerfed because of a bunch of other things that have been buffed, like armor, for example. The Nether now, it's not too bad to traverse. I don't feel nearly as likely every time I enter it like I'm gonna die. There's our amethyst. We know we're on the right track. And obviously in this game or this world, we're way more end game now. We have like significantly more resources and tools at our disposal. So there's so much lava. So obviously traveling in the Nether still isn't super ideal, but compared to early game, we're way better off. And compared to even older updates, when I'm talking old, I'm talking like, oh man, what did I say? 2010 the Nether first came out. So 11-year-old updates. So the Nether doesn't change. It's slow to change. It takes decades at a time for the Nether to really update. You hear so many gas right now. I might mute it a little. They're kind of terrifying going at this speed. But we're almost halfway there. We're, I don't know, maybe more than halfway through the video though. So we're gonna start picking up the pace here. We start getting in that groove. There's not so many weird points like the soul sand. I haven't talked about the soul sand when we walked through that area. wanted to get right past that. There's the Crimson biome, which still you're going to have to worry about later. And I think for the rest, it's just going to be this type of nether tunnel the whole way through. When I say nether tunnel, I just mean like different types of soul sand and mostly nether rack that we're going to have to mine through. So, pretty smooth sailings from here on out. As long as we don't die from lava. Alright, so. Oh, there's another piece of ancient debris right there. Oh my, am I gonna pick it up? I don't think I pick it up. Huh. Or maybe I'll come back for it when I put stairs down. Oh, I don't even have stairs. This. Quite interesting. I wonder when I'll notice it. Yeah, so I do want to collect. I do end up collecting quite a bit of ancient debris along the way. I just use it for my backup tools at this point. I guess we can talk in terms of other projects right now. Change the subject, I guess, a little bit. I've been wondering if there's other things I might want to start uploading to YouTube. I've been quite enjoying uploading parts of this realm and sharing what's going on here with me and the Mickey working on our joint town with the castle village, and Peter working, or Kung Fu Woo 92 working on his airport and more city style structures. I was tempted to start a hardcore survival world. I guess our hardcore worlds are survival worlds, but with the 1.17 update being split into 2 separate updates, I think I might postpone that to 1.18 and maybe start a hardcore series then. But I've never actually completed a hardcore series, so I think it would be pretty interesting to give that a shot. And who knows when the 1.18 update would come out. The 1.17 just did at the time of recording this video. So that's something I've been thinking about. Maybe there's other series too that I might do in the future. So just stay tuned for that. But I'll always be working on our Minecraft world here. This will be something that hopefully years down the road we'll look back and we'll still be working on it, and we'll have seen all of our progression as a Minecraft player and hopefully be impressed and not too judgmental on ourselves, because lots of things grow. And so that's something else I was thinking of making a bonus episode. I have an old backup of this world, like maybe within the first like month of us playing. So I thought about showing that off, just maybe going in survival and flying around. It's just so different how many things we've done. Even some builds we have around, there's new builds that didn't exist before, obviously, but there's old builds that no longer exist that we've replaced with other builds in our world. So you would never get to see those builds if you weren't there at the time. And unfortunately, I wasn't recording Minecraft videos at the time then. I just didn't really have the equipment or the gear, and even still, I'm pretty limited and pretty broke. So we're just doing with the best we have, and I think it's still coming out pretty good. And I enjoy watching our world develop, and I really advocate for people's input to try to make our world even cooler. Anyways, that was awkward. So we're chugging along here. Our position, you want to be looking at our first one. It's 600, 700 now. We just cracked 700. And we're going to about 1200. If you remember, that's about how far we went. Now, very slowly, just wanted to show off right here. I'm going to go back quickly, clear out my inventory, get some more stairs, and I'll be right back. And you'd even notice with the magic, we are back with stairs in our inventory. And our pickaxe is fully restored. All of our tools are fully restored, actually. This is what I was talking about. I want to use this any nether debris I find for additional tools. I don't have my ender chest on me. I really need to start getting better at carrying my ender chest. Maybe I'll do a getting good series talking about maybe different things I can do, because I definitely should try to get good at this game if I'm gonna continue to share gameplay. Or maybe it'll just always be bad. That will be my gimmick. I'll just keep playing Minecraft poorly until we build the thing anyways. I don't know. And there's so much nether debris. I can't believe how much we're just strip mining out here. You're getting so lucky. Like so lucky. I know it's 1,200 blocks out, a 3x3 tunnel, and there's another one, a little 2 pocket, but this is unbelievable luck if you ask me. We are getting like mad luck, and so shout out to my man Minecraft Steve for the crazy luck. I'm sorry, I'm just being silly now. I guess I'm just being kind of foolish this whole episode. That's okay, I guess. It's just one of those episodes where all we're doing is digging. Just digging away. I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so we need to go. Oh my gosh, more nether debris. Wow. Anyways, we need to go to Y1200. So I'm thinking there's about 1,200 slices or like sections of block we need to do, where each section would be 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 3 on the left and right, so 9 blocks. So whatever we build, we're gonna have to allocate 9 times 1,200, and that's roughly how many blocks we'll need. Now we can just start portioning that out, like if we only use 2/3 leaves and 1/3 pumpkins, maybe jack-o'-lanterns when I say pumpkins, those numbers will vary. But that's generally how I was talking about. I don't really plan out how many blocks I need down to the key. But a good way to estimate might be how big is it and how many sections are you going to be building of something. So some basic math. It's a 3x3, so that means there's 9 blocks, and we have 1,200 block area to fill. So not too. I mean, fairly large, honestly. Like considering the only purpose of this tunnel is from getting to point A to point B, it's definitely a little excessive and super large. I guess I was talking about it earlier. The different methods of traveling through the Nether have really evolved through the time. Before, it was, I think when the Nether first came out, I'm not sure if there was actually rails and minecarts back then when it first came out. They came out close to the same time, like within a 6-month period. And so rails have been a really good method to travel. Rail and minecart, just get in and go. Even before there was powered rails too, so that's a testament to how nice it is to just get in a minecart and go. Then there was, I think, like half slab designs and ice designs where you'd run on ice, and then soul sand, and maybe honestly I think even people have swimming designs where you don't swim, but you get in the swimming position and you like push yourself through basically. And there's lots of creative ways to go through the Nether. You can just walk, I guess, but I am gonna go classic, and I think I recommend this for everyone, unless you're traveling a crazy distance, like maybe tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of blocks. And like I said, the bigger you go, the more efficient you need to be. But if you're not going too far, even 1,200 blocks, I think a minecart is probably the best way, because you don't. A lot of these things you don't have to do much. You just have to push forward basically. But In a minecart, you don't even have to do that. If you're traveling a long distance, it's kind of nice to have the chance to just sit and chill. And if you if you know you're just gonna be sitting there and chilling, you can make you can tailor the tunnel to that type of travel environment. So it doesn't have to be a tunnel first and then a minecart rail second. It can be a minecart track first and a tunnel second. And that kind of is weird to say because in this sense you need the tunnel to exist to make the minecart track. But in a more metaphorical sense, I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. I don't even fully understand what I'm saying anymore. But we're going to make a really cool minecart track where you get in and everything is designed around just it being cool and you sit there and get from point A to point B. So that's the goal. Rambled on there for quite a while, but we finally got there. So that's good. Alrighty, we're almost there. We're at the 1100 block mark. We see the wood. If you remember where we placed wood last time, you know that we're coming up to where I accidentally placed a bed in the nether. Maybe I should just break it this time. I think I am gonna just break it. Yeah, I'm definitely just gonna break the bed when I get there. I think that's gonna be hilarious. I hope I don't die. Oh man, there's somebody watching this and he's like, alright, I guess they're just like, oh my gosh, don't touch the bed in the nether. Do not do it. I'm going to do it though. Once we get there, I'm going to do it. So that starts coming up though, right around the corner. We're not in a rush. We'll just keep working away till we get there. Oh man, this has been a rambly episode. I am sorry, but we're almost there. We're digging along. We're making a big, cool, the epic tunnel of epicness. That's what we'll call it, the epic tunnel. I don't know if that's that good of a name, honestly. It's a little cringe if you ask me. Oh man, there's fire there. Oh, okay, there we go. I can put it out. I was like, I hope it doesn't burn in the wood because I don't really want to remove the wood right now, and I might never remove the wood. Maybe the whole center will just be spruce wood, or maybe not. I don't know if I'll use wood in these builds. I'm pretty worried about. Even if we maybe just built with spruce wood, but I don't think I will. I'm sorry. My mic just unplugged and the recording stopped, so I had to jump back. I'm not exactly sure what we're talking about. Something about spruce wood, though. I don't think we're gonna use spruce wood just in case it does burn up. So, oh man, yeah, this is the problem though when you're just rambling and you don't have a script, and then everything stops. My mic just unplugged, and then I was like, oh, oops, where was I? I do remember where I was though. I know exactly where we are. We're about to see none other. I believe it's a purple bed right around this corner here. Okay. There it is. Ready? Let's do it. Oh, okay. Only 2 hearts of damage. Oh man, I should put a volume warning. Oh, and more nether debris, or lots of nether debris. That's unreal. And that was not that huge explosion, massive explosion. I've never actually broken a bed in the nether. And I was kind of far away, but that was not bad at all. And 14 nether debris just from strip mining in the nether. That is unreal. That is so awesome, people. That is so sweet. Definitely gonna trick out. That's enough to make, I think, 3 netherite pickaxes plus the one I have. I'll have 4 now. That is gonna be massive. Oh man, there's a gas. I don't. Oh no. Nope. There's a bad boy. There is a bad boy. This is what I was talking about. Bows. See, easy. Even with the draw, you have to draw the bow back and hit him, and it's not even that bad. I'm still on fire, but it's not that bad. Oh man. Okay. So this has been quite the episode. We've made a long journey. 1160. We are literally about to hit it. There is the polished andesite. So you know we are finally at the end of our tunnel. I would have to call it. We finally made it to the very end. We're gonna see our nether portal in any second now. Any second we're gonna see our nether portal. We're gonna have to dig out the area a little bit. Obviously they're trying to make a 3x3 tunnel, like I said, but we are just about there. 1,200 blocks. We are at the end, basically. So, I guess I should maybe try to make some wrapping up comments. This has been quite an episode. So, just to recap, we are going to have to come back through. There's another portal, by the way. And stylize our 3x3 in such a manner that where we can also minecart back and forth. And I think that's going to be a good way to get through our tunnel. Other than that, in terms of other series, don't worry, they're not coming anytime soon. Just the Minecraft World series that we've been working on. And with that, I think I'm going to end this episode off. And until the next time, I'll see you guys then.